Well, we're in the Clinton River. It is overblown, raining, 65 degrees. It's not too bad. But look, the river has flown out and it's flowing down this little golf course. This golf course. Trying to find some steelhead. Didn't have any luck at the dam, so we're gonna try this little river. There's a lot of down trees. Very nice, very picturesque, to be honest. Yeah, way overblown. Shoot, let me find one out here in the bank. Going pretty fast. There's a lot of laydown, so I think this is a good spot to be. It's a good spot to fish. There you go. Got my 9-foot steelhead rods, steelhead and salmon. This one I was using a spinner, but here I am going to use a bottom bouncing setup. Because the spinner is gonna get hung up in here, so we don't want that. I'm gonna try a bead in a spawn sack. Barrel swivel. I'm using this spinner. No luck. But maybe our luck will change. Sound like an old man. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. My rods are completely wet. Good thing they're cork. Now, where are my weights? But we gotta get wet like the fish, right? Where's the weight? Alright. Okay. Don't got any more litter. But this will do for now. Last time I messed up and got a barrel swell right here. Look no further. Rigging does take most of the time. Alright, then we get some fluorocarbon. pretty good used fluorocarbon. I'd say about that much. I don't know how much that much is, but that much. And I like to do a Palomar knot on all my knots possible. And just got a little bit of I was using this earlier, then I changed it to a spinner, hoping that my vibration and the color will attract the fish, but no bites, so it's gonna bottom bounce. This will be my last stop. I didn't record at the Yates Dam. Just rigging up. Let's just do a Palomar knot with a barrel saw on both ends. I already got a Palomar knot over there on my bumper line. Then I tie on the Palomar knot on the leader material first, so where the hook is gonna sit. So do that. Wet your line. So peaceful out here. Don't let her. And then we slide in our weight, 1/2 ounce, not too crazy, and we do the same thing here. So Palomar knot here. I have a lot of confidence in this bait, in this knot, so that's why I tie it. And this is just in case I get hung up and I don't lose my weight and my bumper line. Wow, I'm struggling here. Talking about confidence. And since we tied it already, we just kind of feed it through. Or you're not. Put the tag in on my backpack. And there you go. Now there's gonna be a double bait. Slide in the loop bead. And we get a number 4 mosquito hook. Put those back in the bag. I'm done with those. That way I don't lose or forget them. It's not pouring, but it's consistent rain. As long as there's no thunder. Or lightning, I'm okay. I don't know what that is. That was piece tagging. But it's not. I hope I find some steelies here. And then we're just gonna, I'll say about this far up the hook. That's like 3-4 inches. I wonder if I can use these. Maybe I won't be able to. Trying to reuse as many as I can, but seems like it's a one use only deal here, so we're just gonna have to go with that. So about 3 to 4 inches. Slide that in, nice and snug. Pull the ends, you know. Put them in the backpack so we can throw them away later. I pinched them off last time, but I figured I'll cut it this time. So we got our bead, we have our hook, bumper line, and we have our barrel soles in place. Now I got this fresh today. Spawn sacks, cured spawn sacks, float. So these guys are supposed to float. It's starting to feel like it's gonna clear up. I'm hoping. I'm wearing waders. I'm not gonna wade, but nevertheless, I am wearing them. Oh, I just punctured that. Okay. And we're just gonna let that bad boy just sit right there. I think it might be too big. That hook might be too big, but hey, it won't hurt, right? All right. So that's the rig right there. And we'll see. We shall see. Let's start float fishing first with a Berkeley Steelhead worm. We'll just leave our stuff down there. And my rod is kind of messed up at the tip. There you go. I don't know the depth, so we're gonna have to find out. But we gotta be quiet because these guys. It's my first time steelhead fishing ever. Look at the geese over there. I'm no threat. I just came for the fish. Wow, that disappeared. Bobber went under. There's a 3-pounder. A little stick. And let's take a look. The beauties of fish. The beautiful thing about fishing. It might be too high. So we'll go deeper. Try to go across because that looks pretty enticing over there. I'm just gonna walk with the bait. A lot of debris. A lot of debris. Theoretically, they should be right here, right behind it. Nice, 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 nice. Glad it's not a bait caster. That would have been a backlash. Theoretically, they should be behind laydowns and seams from what I've learned. But that's not where I want it. Gotta get better at casting floats. I am not the most efficient. Perfect. Come on. I know you want it. Continue to put it where I don't want it. The fog is getting dense, man. 10:08. I'm out of here at 11. Perfect, right there. That's what I wanted. As well, feel that. But since I never steelhead fish, never fished for steelhead, I have no idea how they bite. Look at these. You probably won't be able to see them on camera. Boom, boom, boom. Catching shrubs and other things right there at the end of that tail knot too, or that bank. That'd be a good spot. You know, I really don't have a lot of confidence in these power worms, to be honest, but then again, I've never fished them, so there's that. We're just gonna go ahead and cast it right there, see where it takes it. I'll move that out of the way. Do a hop line twist. Feel like I do. Did it fray? What is that? It's like feathers. I'm not thinking it's part of my line. It's not. Oh, look at that beaver over there. Just enjoying the fog. That log over there too. That looks prime. But they say they should be by the banks. I thought it was a fish. But it is a snag. Found the log. Come on, man. Good thing is I won't lose my float. Yeah, I'll go around this way. better angle at getting it out. Well, that's what I say, right? You gotta risk. You gotta risk the losing hooks and such when you're steelhead fishing. Well, that's disappointing, but it's just a couple of split shots. There's a hook and a worm, so not too bad. It's bottom bounce. But knowing how that went, let's see how this goes. Hopefully, I'd be scot-free. I'm gonna try to go on that other edge. Looks like they'd be right there, man. I got far real fast. And another leaf. This debris not helping the cause, that's for sure. Not where I wanted it. I am a terrible cast. Sorry, geese. But why does this feel like a fish? Damn, spent all that time. Alright, let's see. I can help myself here. Ooh. Wouldn't it be nice? Nine foot and still far away. Oh, I see my rig. Yeah. We ain't getting that back. Just because I'm a bad cast. Right over the log, man. What is going on with me? Okay. Well, that's not coming out. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh boy. Alright, I'm moving out of this spot. Find more productive water. Oh, I just left my stuff just by the puddle right there. That's nice. Alright. I'm not gonna cut it, but let's grab my stuff. Let's grab my things. We're gonna have to rig you up again too. Guy said it to put an egg sinker there, and I might just try that. I might just try that because that's very needed right now. Okay, that braid is slick, and I cannot do anything unless I have my hemostats. Try and break off as little braid as possible. which I'm not sure how that's gonna work out, but we'll find out. I am a complete noob, so as you can tell. I was trying to go across, man. How did that happen? Wow, that's like... That's real slick. Yeah, that's not coming out. I'm gonna have to cut the line. Let's do this. Nope. Alright. It is what it is. It is what it is. Not my favorite thing, but what can you do? I just rigged it up on camera too. Embarrassing. At this point, I really don't care. Yeah, no way. Sorry. So what should we do for the next one? I feel like bottom bouncing is pretty much nice to go with. And I'm gonna continue trying doing that. So once again, here we go. Chocolate milk water. Oh, the confidence that brings to me, or any fisherman in the matter. I should try orange. Why not? Bloop. Oh, that's the one I want to catch right there. I wonder. No, I think this one might be the best way. You know what? Yeah, no, that's the best one. But that's... Man. I'm gonna go a little heavier, so I'm gonna try a different one. Spending way too much time rigging and not fishing.